Okay. You said 14.70 and
I told 14.24 first
okay,
one.
14.24 and next ones.
14.91 and 14.05.
This is slightly incorrect. Can you tell me what is your market value of equity?
Value of equity is 1088,461.5 for first
Perfect.
one.
Next one.
938461.5.
Perfect. Next one.
1138,461.5.
Perfect. Those values are absolutely correct. What have you done to calculate the cost of equity? Something divided by something?
Then I take the net income, which is EBIT minus interest.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good
And
enough.
then using the formula which you gave us that day, value of equity is NI by cost of equity. I just cross multiply.
Yes, that is correct. That is absolutely correct. Let me just check. I might have made a mistake.
I think my calculation also might be wrong. I'll just check.
Sure, sure.
But the method is correct, right? What I told?
Yes, that is absolutely correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So EBIT minus interest. Interest comes to, okay. I think I have done a mistake. Okay. So the first one you said 15 point something, right?
I told 14.24.
14.24. Second one was?
14.91. Third one 14.05.
No, those are incorrect. Can you tell me the net income for all three that you have calculated?
Oh, first one is 155,000.
No. How did you calculate that? Your EBIT is 2 lakhs only, right?
EBIT is 2 lakh minus the interest.
Interest is how much?
13% of
13.
13% of it's 11%.
Go for 11. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah, okay. That went wrong then.
Yeah. No problem. I think it's just three of us. Sami and Sel have not joined back in the link. I think they'll be practicing. No problem.
Yeah, they might be working out.
Yeah. Unless because the pen and paper, no, it takes more time. Excel would have been there, would have been done already. Give me 1 second. Anvesa, are you stuck somewhere? Are you able to do it?
I think I missed the NI part. I'm not sure. I'm getting value of the firm is 15.384 for the first one.
15.384 is correct.
And then value of equity, is it 10.884?
Perfect. That is correct.
Okay. Then second one, it is again 15.384 and 9.384.
Perfect.
And third one is 15.384 and 11.384.
That is correct. And you have to calculate the cost of equity.
Oh, okay. That one I missed.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Dheeraj, can you please repeat the net income?
Net income comes to, give me 1 second. I've actually calculated that in a single formula. Just have to do this. Yeah. 1,50,500 for the phase one.
Okay.
And the second one comes to 1,34,000.
Yeah. Third is 156.
Third is 156. That is absolutely correct. So your cost of equity will come to 13.83, 14.28,
13.8. Yeah.
14.28 and 13.70. Perfect. Now that you have completed, yeah, please.
Dheeraj, one question. If you look at the two questions you have given, their values are almost same. So your value of company and other things is going to come similar to the earlier question, right?
That is a very nice analysis. Actually, I started with these two questions saying, no, we are going to do some analysis. We're actually going to do that. How come? What is really happening in these two questions, and why is that? I'll actually do that analysis, and I'll tell you there are actually two approaches here. So we'll build on that. Just give me 5 minutes. Let others also complete. Are you done with it? Have you completed the?
Yeah, the first one, the WACC, can you check 12.44?
First one, 12.44 is correct.
12.26 and 12.5.
That is absolutely correct.
Now here we have to calculate the overall cost of capital.
Yes.
But it is given, no, overall cost of capital.
In the second one, there is not overall cost capital. There is my mistake only. It's cost of equity. You have to calculate total value and cost of equity.
A cost of equity. We have to
Yes.
Yeah, that last time also you told that.
Yeah,
cost of equity.
Correct.
So net income comes to 1.505, 1.34 and 1.56, right? Is it three?
That is correct. Yes.
So in second question also we just divide the PAT by the overall cost, right?
Not PAT.
Over capitalization rate.
EBIT divided by
Yes. PBI. No, for the value of firm.
Yeah, for the value of firm, if you remember, we used to.
EBIT by.
Yes.
Yes. So that's the total value which comes.
Correct. That is correct. I think Joshi is done with it. Anvisa, did you get the answers? The cost of equity?
Almost.
Okay, great.
I just got a little confused with what to divide it by. We have to divide by 13%, right?
Divide by 13%. Which one? What you are calculating?
Sorry, for the equity. So I have the net income.
Okay.
To get the equity, I will divide that by 30%.
Do you have the equity value with you?
Equity value, yeah, I have it 10.884 and 9.384.
Yes. Do you have the net income right now?
Yes.
You simply
Okay, so net income by
That should be with the cost.
Yeah. So 13.82, 14.27 and 13.70, right?
That is absolutely correct. Yes.
Okay.
That is correct.
Thanks.
Yeah. So when Shell is completing it, let me ask you guys one question. Let me share my screen, my Excel screen. So this is a summary of both the questions. The first column, group of columns, is for question 1, and the second group of columns is question 2. Just quickly verify if the values are correct. So KD stands for cost of debt, KE stands for cost of equity, KO stands for overall cost of capital, V stands for value of company.
Yeah, Dheeraj, it's the same.
Yes, it's
You
exactly same. Now I have highlighted or grayed out a few values. The reason is those two values are exactly same in both the questions. What I'm saying is I have actually highlighted in gray few values. Those are actually same in both the questions. If those two are same, how come the other values are changing? And if they're changing, what is the relation between two questions? In terms of, some values are same, some values are different. Can you make out what exactly is different and why the values are changing? Just take some time while Sel is completing, and Sami probably has not completed, so has not joined back. Not sure. That's all right.
Dheeraj, can you please repeat what is KE and KO?
So KE is cost of equity. E stands for equity. KD is cost of debt. D stands for debt. KO stands for cost of overall cost of capital. O stands for overall.
That is the interest.
Yes.
Okay.
V stands for value of company.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the second approach, we kind of did it in a reverse way, right, Dheeraj?
That is absolutely correct. In a reverse way. Can you make out how come that became reverse? Any relationship that you can see?
In the second case,
Yeah.
we kept the value of the firm constant.
Value of the firm constant. Okay, that's a good observation. Yes. Anything
and
else?
then we calculated the equity because that's how.
Okay. Fair enough. Any other observation? In comparison to what are you doing in the question 1 in the same way? Can you see what is constant here?
The cost of equity is changing.
The cost of equity is constant. Your overall cost
in the
of
second
capital
problem,
is changing.
because
Yes.
Yeah,
in the second problem, overall cost of capital is constant. I'm just for a minute, I'm talking about the first question, where cost of equity is constant in all three cases, and your overall cost of capital and your value of the firm is changing, both of them. Now, both, and in this case, in the second case, overall cost of capital is also constant. Value is also constant, value of the company. Only thing that is changing is cost of equity. However, in the first question, cost of equity is constant and the rest of the two values are changing. Joshi, Anvesa, you got the constant and changing part, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, if you look at it, it's just a approach of working. So if I'll just dig a little bit deep into the meaning of what is cost of equity, overall cost of capital and value of firm, cost of equity is nothing but what the people are expecting from us, what the shareholders are expecting from us as on a return. So if they have invested 100 rupees, how much are they expecting? Are they expecting 13%? Are they expecting or are they expecting more? So in these three cases, these three cases, if you see the basic difference between these three cases, case 1, case 2, and case 3, I'm not talking about question 1 and question 2, I'm talking about case 1, case 2, and case 3. In these three cases, only thing that is changing is the debenture. So the whole analysis, when we look at this data, should be when you are changing your debt from one scenario to the other, what should change? Should your cost of equity change? Should your overall cost of capital change? So these two approaches tell whole different things. There is one school of thought who say, if you change the value of equity, I'm talking about the question 1 now, just focus on that. Huh? When you change the value of debt, so you're increasing debt or decreasing debt, your cost of equity will not change. If you see, cost of equity is constant. First approach says, if you change your value of debt, you are changing leverage, then your cost of equity will not change. However, your value of the firm will change. Second approach says, for the exact same scenario, if you change your debt value, if you are taking more debt or you are restructuring and paying some debt, then your overall cost of capital will remain same, your value of the company will remain same, your cost of equity only will change. The first approach is called net income approach, while the second one is called net operating income approach. So, if you'll ask me how is it relevant for in the exam, it's not. In the same way that we have already solved the questions, it will be given with the understanding of what is net income, what is EBIT, how is the overall cost of capital computed. In the same way we can compute it. It's just the meaning of approach. When you do some analysis by comparing two different questions, that's when you get to know what is net income approach, what is net operating income approach. Now that we discussed in the beginning, about the VABIS, definitely somebody can come to you and ask, what is net income approach? Now you just need to tell this. When you change leverage, when I say leverage, that means debt. When you change debt, if your cost of equity remains same, however, your overall cost of capital and value of the company is changing, that means we are following net income approach. That's all. The analysis that we did, same thing you are saying in just words, English words, and that is what is the meaning of net income approach. Exactly similar way, net operating income approach. There are actually two other approaches. I'll take that up as and when we move forward. Let me just stop here and ask you if you're having any doubts about this.
Can you please repeat that one, Dheeraj? The last sentence that you said.
Net income approach?
Yeah.
So net income approach is the approach where when the debt value is changed, cost of equity remains same. See, I'm saying the same thing here. Just look at these three. Cost of equity remains same. Overall cost of capital and value of the company changes. That is net income approach. Somebody asks you net operating income approach, say this. Net operating income approach is that approach where when the debt value is changed, now focus on these three. When the debt value is changed, overall cost of capital and value of company remains constant. However, cost of equity changes.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So that's what is the meaning of it. That sentence itself will convey to the person in front that this person actually knows what that approach is doing. And if you go to any author's book, they ultimately write the same thing in just some different language, in some, different, using a little bit of different words, or maybe bringing in a new scenario, but ultimate crux is that only. Any other doubts, guys? Okay. I'll just, it's already 7, so time is up. I don't want to extend beyond this. I had one more question that was actually a very good question. I'll just give you guys that question in the group, and you can try it out. This is a new question, a slightly different format than the other ones. But definitely important. This is good enough for even a 10 marks question. So try it out and we'll pick it up tomorrow morning whenever we join. Maybe 11 or 11:30, if I'm not wrong. I'll see. I'll share the schedule tomorrow morning only. So I'll just share right away in the group. You guys can try it out and let me know if you're finding any difficulties. Yeah.
Okay, Dheeraj.
Yeah, sure, Dheeraj.
Thanks, Dheeraj.
Yeah, thank you.
Fine. Thank you.
Thank you, Dheeraj.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Bye, Shell. Bye,
Dheeraj,
Anisha. Bye.
Yeah, yeah, please.
Bye, Jashi. Dheeraj, just one thing. Just for to help with remembering this. So net income and net operating income, can I remember it in this way that anyway the value of the firm is determined by two things only, the debt and the equity. So if the debt is changing and equity is constant, then the value of the firm will get changed because of the debt, right? And
Repeat the last sentence once more. If the debt is changing and equity,
if debt is changing and equity is not changing to oppose that change, then of course the value of the firm will change.
And that's net income approach. You are right.
Right.
Perfect.
And net operating income, we are although keeping the value of the firm change. So same. So if the debt is changing, then the value of the cost of equity has to oppose that, so that the value of the firm
absolutely correct. So the equation is always same. No, in both the scenarios, equation is always same. So we know that. You are absolutely right. You can remember it like that only. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.